Now, you clicked on this video title for a specific reason. I'm going to share with you the strategy that works every day if you are able to catch a quality setup and know what you're looking for, okay? Now, the key to the strategy as a whole, and you should know this, is market structure. What does that mean? That means being able to define, being able to identify the movement within the market, the direction. You've got to get that correct. Have you ever heard anyone say that the trend can be your friend? It is. I mean, especially, just take a look here. If we are bullish to the upside, and what does that mean? Constantly breaking through and making new highs, breaking structure, making new highs, higher lows, highs, and we are channeling up. Only am I looking for what? Directional moves to go with the market to the upside. Key areas of demand. People are killing the markets trading the same strategy. They are passing evaluations. They're passing their challenges with prop firms. Some of them are trading their own funds. But it doesn't happen overnight. I will say that now. You've got to put the time, the homework in to be able to back test and forward test this stuff. But first and foremost, you want to educate yourself with the strategy. So I'm going to break it down for you as simple as I can. I'm going to go over an example. I covered this one yesterday. And the reason why I want to show this one again is because it's such a great setup. The one that I talk about with confluence, multi-chart confluence strategy, where you have a zone with it resting within another zone. What does that mean? A higher range zone markup, and then I mark it off, and the market comes back and tests that zone, and then I'm able to identify a smaller zone, okay, demand zone, for example, inside of a bigger demand zone. So a larger demand zone with a smaller demand zone on the inside of it, or a smaller supply zone or a larger supply zone with a smaller supply zone resting on the inside of it. Multi-chart confluence. Going to show you an example of that, but I'm also going to show with you and share with you that you don't always have to mark up the higher range chart, especially if the market is not really pulling back to any key area and you're trying to look for quick scalps off of your lower chart. It could be a lower time frame or lower range chart. I'm going to show you that as well in today's trading session, for example. All right. Again, this is a very easy strategy that people are profiting and making money and passing their proper evaluations, taking those payouts and those withdrawals, and they are putting money. I hope you're doing this and starting up your own personal trading account. Maybe not everybody, but I do tell individuals or people who, especially here on this channel here, that are passing the evaluations. Once you start passing them and you're starting to build an account, take a large percent, and start your own trading on your own personal account. Okay. Now, take a look here. This is, first of all, get the market direction correct. What are we doing? We're making higher highs and higher lows. We are breaking straight to the upside here. Now, what is demand? Aggressive buying to the upside. There's a demand zone right here. Aggressive buying. It has not been tapped. It's unmitigated. So I'll mark it up off of my higher range chart first. Okay. The moment I do that, okay, after the zone is created and I mark this up, I just move down to my lower range chart or your lower chart, whatever you use. All right, I'm going to go back to the area because it was yesterday, I believe. The zone was created on the 22nd, which was Monday, and it retraced back to it yesterday. Okay, so this area right here is the same area which is coming from these highs right here. We are waiting for the market to come down and start to test this higher range demand zone off of the higher range chart. Now, in the meantime, while it's doing that, I already got the zone marked up on the larger chart. What I'm looking for now is say, okay, is there a smaller demand zone that is resting on the inside of that larger demand zone? Yeah, there is one right here. Okay, blow it up for you so you can see it. Look, high probability demand zone that broke structure to the upside and took out this high on the inside of the higher range zone. Okay, so the market comes down. When it hits the higher range zone, I still got to be patient and wait for it to hit that lower range zone. Zone within a zone confluence strategy. Okay, when the market taps that and we get the rejection, taps the lower range zone, it's tapped the higher range zone here. I'm not interested in trading until it hits the lower range zone, the second zone, the smaller zone on the inside. It taps into it. I'm looking for rejection at this point right here. All right, so I'm going to get in here once it get this bullish candle close to the upside aggressively here at 921 or more conservatively at 926. And I'm aiming at that point for the market to go up and fill in the gaps or imbalances in between these candles and possibly go up and test this supply area just as well. So if I got in this trade here at 921 and I'm able to take it back up here to say 943, that is a 22 point move or scalp off of the 24 range chart. That's a beautiful setup. That's one trade, okay? Where does stop loss go? Well, wherever the market rejected and started to move in the opposite direction, say for example, like right here, then your stop loss is going to go on the back end here at 9:15. Now, some of you may be saying, well, why didn't you get in the trade? Why wouldn't you get in right here at we're rejected at 9:19? Yes, that is the first rejection there. And what I tell people is you always want to give yourself a few points breathing room here. Now, I always say 3 to 4 points. If you put 3 to 4 points on this one here, say that you entered like right here, all right, at 9:25. The market comes back, it hits your stop. Maybe you have it down here at 3 or 4 points below this, the bottom of this candle here. It stops you out. There's a second opportunity to get into the trade because the market never closed or broke through the actual zone to the downside here. All right. So you could take another shot and go long here because the first entry actually failed. That happens a lot, guys. And you have to understand that. And what I do most times, now it depends on you as a person. I'll let I don't want to put my stop loss at the back end of the zone there, the demand zone, because that's a large stop. But what I'll do is I'll wait to see if it comes back, okay? If it comes back and we don't get a candle close basically breaking below into the zone below this area right here, then I'll wait for the next candle to see, okay, how's it going to react? Is it going to close to the downside or is it going to close back to the upside with the area and go back to the upside? Now, for me, that's more aggressive. But if you to be more conservative and you put your stop loss here at 9:19, give yourself 3 or 4 points. 3 points is going to be like 9:16.5 or 9:16. Look, it probably did stop you out and then it went back in your direction. That was what people get most frustrated about when it comes to trading. But we don't control the markets. We just have to understand that this is a fake out and they still want to move to the upside here to fill in these imbalances, okay? Trade still worked out beautiful though. Market goes back to the upside, fills the gaps, back up to this zone here, pick up 22 points. Regardless if you got in, got stopped out a couple points there, and then you got in again to take it back up to the upside. Trade still worked out. Now, that's the zone within the zone. That's like the cream of the crop type strategy that I always talk about here on the channel. Now, if the market tapped into the actual zone, all right, and there wasn't a lower range demand zone that I can identify on the inside of the larger zone, then what I'll do is I'll look for opportunities where the market is making highs, higher lows, breaking structure, giving me a new defined demand zone to trade the market going back to the upside, like right here, okay? All right, that's only if I don't have a smaller zone rested on the inside of that larger zone. Now let's continue moving forward and talk about today, all right? Because today there was a lot of beautiful setups here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, if I'm interested in taking trades directly off the one chart, the 24 range chart, and the market's not really tapping into or hitting off of a higher range zone, guess what? Look, the market started reversing right here in the lower range chart. We were bearish to the downside, okay? All right. Now, it is counter trend to the higher range chart, but you can still scalp and look for opportunity trading directly off of a lower range chart like the 24. Maybe some of you use the 5-minute chart. I'm telling you right now, the two are not comparable, guys. Range charts and time charts, because they're calculated totally different. All right. So please don't ask me that. People always ask me that a million times. What is the 5-minute chart when it comes to the range? There's no comparison. They're not comparable. They're calculated different. All right. So here we go. The market is making lows, lower highs, breaking structure lower, all right? Now, if we notice that, all we see here is the market got a nice pullback. We're not breaking back to the upside and taking out structure to move back higher. We are just like on a pullback, making a low, a lower high, did not take this high out, came down, broke this low and this low here, pulls back. What do we have? Beautiful area of supply. Aggressive selling, lots of imbalances, back to the zone, retraces back to it. I mark it up. I'm going short from there. I'm going to aim for the lows, okay? Again, right after that, what do? We came down and broke this structure point here, all right? This is a major structure point, low on the 24 range chart, okay? What happens then? Got a supply area here that broke this area structure, pulls back, taps the supply area here, go short. Right after that, we had another setup. Pulls back, retraces, breaks more structure below these lows right here, okay? Right there. Now, this one didn't pull back to a key area of supply. It just kept running to the downside. Pull back a little before breaking, and then it broke again to the downside. Pull back, supply area, go short, okay? Went short right here. Guess what? Another supply zone was thrown right there. Go short again. So there were multiple times to take short entries directly off of the lower range chart, just pulling back to key areas of high probability zones where you have a gap or imbalance attached to the actual zone itself. Okay, now if you don't understand what I'm talking about when I say gap or imbalance, that is the difference of what makes a setup high probability versus low probability. Guys, this is a very easy strategy. It's not complex. I know you're probably not gonna get it the first time around, but if you spend time back testing and forward testing this, and for all my elite and ultra elite supporters, those that are part of the private community, very inexpensive, guys. I'm going to break that down and cover that towards the end. But they know what to look for because I cover so many examples in trade breakdowns. The same trades that I post over on our Discord. If you're interested in joining the Discord, the link is the first one down in the description. Click on it and you can join. But what I'm trying to tell you right now is that they have the accessibility to be able to watch the additional video content where I'm breaking trades down at the trade. They get the access, or they get the video playlist to all the videos that to me are some of the highlight the most pertinent videos or important videos on the channel itself. And they get access to that market structure video because, a lot of people struggle with that concept, and you got to master that and get it nailed down if you truly want to get the direction of the market correct and trade in the right direction. Okay, so yeah, the strategy is very easy. It's nothing complex. People are making money, killing the markets, trading the same thing each and every day. Now, if you want to become an elite or an ultra elite supporter here on the channel, the link is down in the description portion of the video. It's titled Ultra Elite Supporter. Click on that. Wait 2 or 3 seconds. You'll see 3 tiers pop up to your left. If you click or hover over the elite or the ultra elite tiers, it's going to tell you what you receive for each tier. It's going to tell you the perks and rewards. So like for the elite supporters, they receive all the trade breakdown videos. They receive the video playlist and the market structure video, okay, for just like pennies on the dollar a day. Those that are, say for example, you choose to want to become the ultra elite supporter, you receive everything I just discussed, plus my live recorded trading sessions where I record my trading sessions and I post them so that you can go back and replay them and watch them. And, I'm talking to you and basically directly to you, but I'm walking through my mindset of what I'm looking for in the market. I'm analyzing the market, breaking it down. And you see me engage and take these trades, and I explain them in great detail for you, all right? So if you want to become an ultra elite supporter, you receive that also in addition to. Again, it's very inexpensive. The link is down in the description portion of the video for anyone interested. Outside of that, that's all I have. If you have not taken the time to sub to the channel while you were watching this video, please click that subscribe button right now. Make sure to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of the uploaded video content here when I do drop videos, which is pretty much almost every single day. And last but not least, if you found value in today's video, please make sure to drop a like, click that thumbs up button, and make sure to share the video content with family, friends, whoever you know that is interested in trading just as well by clicking the share button down below. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.